And back.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
Kim, what do you think about this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
He shrugs. The lieutenant replies, flipping through the documents.
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects. But there's no other way.
-1 cool public pirate. What? Cool cubic pirate.
There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
Ramification of this?
Once the construction starts, it will probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Look, Kim, these people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it?
I should have seen it.
The lieutenant frowns as he reads over the document again.
Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
-10 Evrard's people could be watching you here. Wow, they thought about everything. Interfacing 12. I do have a little bit of interfacing. I could wait for the... No, wait. I could wait for whenever I use drugs, I guess, again. Okay, let's fill the traps. We'll go to the mural again, and we'll try to find anything unusual. What's the next lead? It's the only main lead we have, right? Just a shot direction. What's strange about this whole thing is the fact that Ruby appears to know our main character, and when we woke up, Kim didn't know Harry, so we can't be actually famous. it must be related. The Ruby must know Harry somehow personally, right? Because he's not famous in any way. Nobody else knows him or mentions him. It's just Ruby. So who is this Ruby to Harry?
The locusts aren't doing all too well.
No, wait, we need to refill it only in that one trap, I guess.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves.
Oh wait, she's one of them? Isabel Sadi.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Well,
I hope the waves.
I don't know if it's her. Who's Isabel Sadi? I guess, yeah, this might be her. Oh yeah, let's... Should I give it to kids?
The scruffy-haired
I can't.
Hello, mister.
Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Ruby. Ruby.
Come on, it's not that hard. Suddenly the girl gets all serious and leans in as if she's about to tell you a secret.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or sometimes I can, but then Uller.
Come on, you can't say it because you just did. The voice actor that does it struggles to imitate the child not being able to say our
Kids.
The lieutenant shakes his head.
Bye!
Is that the phasmid?
What?
It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall.
Where? Leap toward the phasmid and clasp it in your hands? Try to sneak up on the phasmid.
It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. How disappointing.
Oh no. I'm fucking imagining things now. Of course, that wasn't the phasmid, it's way too big.
Don't be too hard on yourself. You couldn't have known that for sure. And besides, finding this phasmid is your special destiny. You can feel it.
Should not went for it. Give the dream of discovering the insulating phasmid a rest for now. Now I'm going to see this phasmid everywhere. Great.
The once bright mural towers above you,
What is
saying,
this?
Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow
Found
is
the
just
empty
a whisper
trap,
away.
went on a date, reconstructed execution, death notification. Death notification? The empty trap? How's that related? I need shivers. Should I do... Yeah, I guess I should. Shit. Okay, it was a cloak and a tie, right? I think it's better to combine both of the missions then. I mean, I'm not even sure if it's related to the mission, this one. I just don't want to waste alcohol. Because we have already 2 things, 2 rows. I just need to wait until I get 5 experience points, actually. Shouldn't be for too long. Oh yeah, wait. Interfacing here too. I can't do anything without drugs now. Where is it? Here we go.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
What?
A 12.
I guess let's go inside somewhere.
Take the legal documents out of the envelope.
What? There are people in the church. What, the crab man? Those junkies have anything to say?
Hello again.
Come on, get in. The warm stuff. Sorry.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
So we didn't miss anything with Kim here.
Hi again. So,
Goodbye, officer.
The large-headed you.
Incremental progress.
huh?
I see.
Wait. Take a longer look at yourself and how you're reflected in that slick chemical rainbow. What do you see? Metaphor. It's always metaphor.
Some kind of metaphor of me for me.
This is more important than you. That's the blood of industry you see before you. The runoff from Coal City, further down the coast. The engines of fortune once roared here. Great wealth poured into Revachol, the Delta, as did smoke, waste, sickness, life.
What happened?
The engines stopped. The West Revacholian industrial base was dismantled after the war. Now, extinguished coke furnaces dot the landscape, a landscape despoiled by industry.
Get with the times, yo. There was a serious dereliction of duty in this cleanup.
Perhaps you could dedicate your life to cleaning it up. But you're a cop. You must concern yourself with different messes. Even so, it's pretty to think.
Is she also the agent of Everard?
You take the legal documents out
Yeah.
of the envelope.
Of course. Where they are not washing? What the hell?
You take the legal documents out of the
Here,
envelope.
apparently. Yeah, it's also too low. Shit.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down. You're back. Good. You're back. Good. More lessons in. Glad to have been of.
Shit. Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot. So let's go to the trap then. Hopefully it will give us 5 experience, and then I'll progress. That's all I need. Anything here?
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine, the lieutenant, shrugs apathetically, then walks a little distance away. Calling, 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 still calling, still calling.
Stop calling me, man.
Someone picks up. The voice on the other end is slightly hysterical.
I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Yes, but a slight changing of plans. I want this delivered to the whirling in rags in Martinez.
Tethys.
The young
Hey.
man realizes something.
You're not Tethys. Screw you, and don't ever call here again. You're fucking with some serious people.
Disconnect tone.
Are we about done with this now?
Calling.
I'm tired.
A man answers fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
What are you tired of?
Writing. I hate writing so much. but I have to get back to it.
The man disappears with a sigh. You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying. You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial, then pull down on the number, then move one up, and repeat the motion, twice. Strange. This is not how you started before.
Wait, what did I just do?
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola. Some far-off nation-state.
Now it's Isola?
005 is Revachol, ZOC. 001 is Grad, on the Gradian Isola, where the telephone was invented. The next two digits you dial are the area code for the city of Mirova. 414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air. 1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider. Every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling.
There's more.
Yes. 451-67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks. 451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones, calling in the night. The saddest sound in the world. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Cam.
The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea wind blows.
What the hell is happening? I didn't save. Jesus. Don't die now.
Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds deeply sleepy. I mean, just sleepy. I'm an ultra high net worth individual. I understand how reality works. I have seen into it. My mind is clear. What? I mean, this is so weird that maybe it...
You're not a high net worth individual, Harry. You're drunk.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
So it's not real? He's hallucinating? I'm not drunk, I'm high.
Oh, God.
There's silence, it's heavy as tin. The white noise howls. Hey.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry.
I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Wait, is it really happening? So she just remembered her number? Man, he's shaking there like a little schoolgirl. I'm the law, I'm a detective, I'm doing a case. There's a hanged man. You are in Mirova, right?
Yes, I'm in Morova. Sleeping.
Where are you going in 2 hours?
To work.
Where?
The academy, where I work.
The academy? That sounds better than my job, I'm happy.
No response, only a sigh. The connection crackles like burning paper. What are you doing to yourself right now?
It's fine. Funny prank call. Catastrophic damage.
You need to stop, Harry. You'll die.
I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about?
Jesus.
That we haven't talked about already?
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
Do I want to party?
No. I want to go to sleep.
I am the law. I am a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hanged man.
She does not answer anymore.
I'm gonna solve it.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
The long phone number again.
You dial the number again. 26 pulls of the rotary dial. The machine eats the coin, and a terrifying ocean of distance in the middle of it. A familiar ring. Calling, 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 calling. It looks like she does not want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her.
What?
Come on, you know why. Calling, calling.
Harry, please.
I need answers to my mystery.
Please. I'm going to hang up now, okay?
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
God damn it.
You dial the number again, as you've done many times. You remember it well now. 001 41 44 47 11 17
torture
361
for himself
451
and her.
6,
So this
7,
is...
451
We remembered the number of
451.
his ex-wife, I guess. She moved quite far away.
Calling, 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 and calling for who knows how long, but no one answers. You need to insert more money.
You want my money?
The cold metal is
Yeah,
hard
of course.
and hurts your knuckles. You look at them, turning purple.
You want more money now, huh? You want fucking money? Kim, stop this.
didn't give you any fun for that money. Your hand is turning blue now. Blood drips to the ground.
So that's it?
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter, coarse life is garbage.
Nice. I should leave one, actually. I should leave one unhealed, so if something happens that heals me, I'll just save up the charges. Well, there are a few actually now. Checks. There's checks of interfacing here. I could use drugs here and then on the paper. Fuck, wait. What were the missing locusts? I thought it was here. Shit.
The reeds dance slowly
Oh,
around the
they
empty
were
trap.
here,
The
but
trap's netting trembles.
you can see them
No
there.
insect sounds or movement anywhere.
Ugh.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings.
Good. Now that's done. When can we get to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
He doesn't want to, but if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track. This better be it. All the traps are stopped now, and still no sight of the phasmid.
No experience too. Shit, what am I going to do? I'm dry on experience. Well, let's do drugs. Then I'll try to open this door and forge a sign. Where is this shit? Wait, there's no peptide anymore. And I don't think there is interfacing anywhere. I'm pretty sure. But the building before you housed the engine. Must have been a big one.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been
Could
opened
this structure
in a long
have been
while.
used to take a shot?
From here to the whirling? I can't see how. The church is in the way.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh? The door is shut tight, so how can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
Come on, we even got in the light painting guy's container, but you are saying we can't get in here?
Frankly, You're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
But that's who I am, who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
He looks at the door with a rueful smile.
At least you can think about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life.
Shit. This is kind of fun. I want to do this one. One more door. Shit. Yeah. I want to go for this one. When we have extra skill points. God damn it. It cannot be a disgrace. That door on the coast, you remember the one, right? The one that leads to the abandoned supply depot. Why in the name of that's holy does it not open? Why? There has to be a way to get through that unopenable door. By gods, you are the police. All doors are supposed to open before you. What will the others at the precinct think if you can't open a goddamn door? There must be a way. Can I teleport? Nope. Okay, let's get to my place. Try to forge signatures. The percentage is low though. Maybe I should think about it. So what will this give us though? Forging signatures. You just won't have to convince people to do it, but we're still going to go along with the construction. Because I would like to just lie to Everard, if it's possible.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 with a confident
Oh, wow.
flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
2 names, Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter.
Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be their actual signatures, but they're not, and the document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Everard will have to start over.
Yes, that's what I wanted.
All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta. There was a mail delivery box in the plaza, near the corner of the bookstore.
Alright. Was it a red one? I actually didn't took notice.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I knew I'd get to use this mailbox for something.
Yes, for sending mail.
Drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Evrart.
Or first this. Whoa, I'm actually drunk.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Oh no, it's just for pain threshold. No, I'm just a disempowered individual trying to make my disempowerment out on everyday objects.
Look, there's a discarded milk carton on the floor. Why don't you destroy that, too?
No, I actually feel sorry for the things I've destroyed. Sorry, milk carton.
You're right. That's definitely not the behavior of a destroyer at all. That's just severe anger management problems and a disregard for property rights.
A bit preachy again. A little bit on the nose.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churn.
Wait, what? A physical instrument, right?
This orange machine is dead still. This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks
Oh
beneath your
my fucking god!
But your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before. And it's already unplugged. There's not much.
Come the fuck on.
Only the red cable is plugged somewhere. A machine hums along. This orange machine is buzzing like an old. Two cables, something close.
Very smart.
This orange machine is dead still.
Yeah, very smart. Still fucking messed it up. I hate this. I hate how it fucking made. That it's just updates when you put skill points into it. It's just so annoying. I completely don't want to go on the route of physical instruments. But like, how else will I actually complete this quest? It's just one way. Unless there's another that I don't know about, but fuck. So annoying. God damn it. Maybe if you wait long enough, it's going to be easier? I don't know. But it said, like, it's already unplugged, so...
A colorful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Wait, that's not it.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with
Okay, here, here.
Oh wait, shit. I hope it's not going to take too long with Everard, because yeah, I forgot about the other skill check next to the billboard. Well, since we already started walking, let's talk. This is not a fishing rod, is it? It's... What? What is he talking about? A gun?
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this.
He claps his hands together like a child who's just been offered cotton candy.
My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real future, Harry, and I feel I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
I mean, we're already too far ahead.
See? Forging that signature really paid off. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in. You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important. The point is, do not think you're ahead of him.
Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
Fine, where is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy, the one he described as terrifying.
Huh. So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy?
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway...
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry, Harry.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
She was waving it around at people.
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
It sounds like a very disturbed and desperate individual. We might be looking at someone with a medical history here. Watch out.
Or he might be lying? Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore.
What?
You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
What?
There it is again. The Pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
Huh. Maybe we never met her. Can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, Near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
Wow, maybe it's actually going to work out. I was hoping to find it myself. Was it even possible? Old woman waving the gun around.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
He looks at you. The signatures I got, I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
So the village is doomed.
The lieutenant says grimly.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset! I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth center supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Youth supermarket church complex? Do you really expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do. I got the center, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain. The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that. And then there will be a giant statue of him towering above it all.
Wait, but will you erect a statue to yourself?
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in a zone hating me. That will be my statue. And yours. We're doing this together.
You would look nice as a statue.
I knew you were up to something.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
Did you order the hanged man killed?
Order it? You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that.
Why are you so fat? What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
Have you ever heard what 2 giant Serenese hornets can do to an entire colony of bees? They destroy it.
I have. It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? They swarm and blanket it entirely until it suffers a massive heat stroke and dies.
He crosses his hands
Yeah, that's true.
contently, thinking of the interior temperature of the wasp rising.
Which is strange, like, I would assume that bees would sting it or try to bite its limbs. Just killing it with the heat.
They cook it alive in its exoskeleton.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that.
He pauses to rub his chin.
We're not gonna give nothing. We're gonna take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're gonna take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
Who killed the hangman?
No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. Couldn't have done it without him.
He really doesn't know. A guy, huh?
How do you know it was a guy?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know.
He really doesn't.
How many of you guys are there in a union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
He replies like a whip. You count me? If you count me, then this number is not that impressive, really.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol. And they're all well motivated, at least the ones you've seen.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
You can't possibly hope to continue like you have. Clients will live in Marseille.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez, and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samarin Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
Babies on drugs. That's just the top of the iceberg, though, isn't it?
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column.
In bulk shipping, large volume column is a major buyer, a shark.
We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperazole.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored, and risperazole is used to treat severe psychosis.
Huh. What? Cold medicine? So could it be that Harry had a wife, the wife had a child, and a child was using this cold medicine and died from cold, and then because of this tragedy they broke up, and the Harry was traumatized by this.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidon.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned.
She smiles.
But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it.
Is Ruby helping you secure this fantastic share?
Harry, if I was supplying raw materials to drug manufacturers, I would need an army of rubies.
Understood.
The lieutenant nods slowly. Huh. Drugs are no go for me. Actually, it's not true. Interesting stuff. I just want to solve this murder, okay?
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry? You don't get sidetracked. You care about the people you're supposed to protect, not some systems that may or may not be unethical. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez.
Is there a trade or isn't there?
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm going to unite them all into one economic body. We're going to incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's going to be in on the wealth, and everyone's going to pull their weight.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
I mean, come on. We already know that. So should I follow with this or not? Hold on, I don't want to look at the big picture. I want to look at the drug trade you almost admitted to.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. The hypothetical raw materials trade is off the table. It's such a small and insignificant slice of revenue, I'm cutting it. Boys, Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering?
Honestly, it's not my place or to judge or express an opinion.
Harry, the length you're willing to go to keep your nose clean is remarkable. You will always have a warm bed in Mr. Clare's household, my friend, and a special place in the future of Martinez.
He stares at you lovingly. Can I ask you about specific union members?
We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
That's it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly there's a sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
A few more questions about the harbor.
I'm always happy to educate. Very
never mind.
nice, Harry. Is there anything else? Most certainly, Harry. Nothing
There was
brightens my
a
day
bullet
like
in
brainstorming these things
Hangman's
with you.
head.
So they shot him.
He sounds pleasantly surprised.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard.
It's impossible to say if he's telling the truth, sire.
What I do know
I don't
is
think he knows
the
much.
case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the boss, by all means, Harry. What's on your mind? Great. You want to bounce something off your old friend,
I told
Mr.
Joyce
Clare,
that I
right?
met you.
It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine.
He seems happy about the prospect of you telling Joyce about your conversations.
It sounds like you want me to tell her about our conversations.
No, no, Harry. I'm perfectly neutral and 100% for transparency. I know people say a lot of bad things about the Debarders Union, but we are actually squeaky clean.
He squeaks his chair.
Yes, he really doesn't seem to mind.
The lieutenant seems incredulous.
Sure, he thinks. It's about transparency.
Absolutely, Harry. What?
Alright, I could try again. We got a lot of experience from this conversation. I could try opening the fucking ice maker again. I hate this. Would be nice if there was a choice. Maybe there is. To like go in a different route and not go for physical instrument and go like for something else. I guess I should have worked with him, and this seems to be the only way to get the gun. Oh wait. I'm stupid. I never actually wore the t-shirt or this thing. For some reason I thought it was interfacing. Was it only a shirt though? I think it was.
This orange machine is dead still. Its ice groans and howls under the strain
I would
of
flip.
giant Valzon multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side.
Take the filament memory.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Or... First, we have to deal with the stand real quick. Until our alcohol poisoning wears off. Off-site copy filament memory. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure still cold to the touch. Silver tape on the side reads "Off-site copy note." This filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. So what's it, shivers?
The once bright mural towers
boy.
above you, saying, "Felled electrical.
Found an empty
R&D.
trap. Went on a
Tomorrow
day to reconstruct
is just a whisper
Execution
away."
made that awful call. Death notification. Huh. Yeah, it should be nice now. There's no more shivers, right? Just a tie and a coat.
The once bright mural towers above you. Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind. The city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas? A prayer of sorts. To Revachol.
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay.
The lieutenant sighs, then gets a hold of himself.
She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least.
Yeah, but we also searched that place. Why can't she be inside this building?
And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, so if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Listen to the wind again? What's the point?
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
Yeah, just like I said. Say, I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
We've looked everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There is a ladder next to the sign. Point to it. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Why, Cam? Why can't you do it? Shit. Well, both of them are not help, but I just I still have the buff here. I could try a physical instrument. There's another thing here. Brute force. Not a brute force kind of guy too. What if I go around? Nothing. So we have only two choices, right? Hmm, 7 minutes left. Let's see.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions, perhaps a basement access. Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
A thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe.
What else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side. And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Could we get into the felled building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant pushes aside the reeds and looks around.
He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in the building.
And it's right here, a maintenance door.
He points to a rusted metal double door to the right of the pipe, obstructed by the reeds.
Oh yeah, big boy time. This needs you to put your back into it.
Well, it seems to be safer. Was it physical instruments? What door? I guess it's under.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken. The metal doors are heavy and the flaking rust hurts your palms. But together with the lieutenant, you manage to slide them open just enough to squeeze in.
Good work. Shall we?
No! I actually want to finish the other thing, but yeah, whatever. Okay, and a break in the recording.